Good morning. December 28th, 2025. We're counting down the days of 2025 here with the DJ. Got a new hat, new Born of Osiris hat. Got it for Christmas. Had a little Christmas party yesterday with the Born of Osiris, man. Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty cool. We're going to talk about New Year's resolutions. Yeah, are you the new type of new person that does New Year's resolutions? I hope not. I hope not. They're useless. They're useless. But we'll talk about what we got planned for next year. We've got plans. We got plans. We plan to be ringing the bell all year, so let's bring the music down and talk about the dreaded New Year's resolution. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's early Sunday morning. The Bears play tonight against the San Francisco 49ers in the stadium where they're going to be playing the Super Bowl. So that's like an interesting thing. So I'll be watching that. This time of year, I like to, put life into perspective. In my messy studio here, I have some pictures, not many, but one of my pictures that I've had for many years and cherish is picture of my grandmother and grandfather on my father's side. He lived till he was early 70 of age, and she lived to be like 102, I believe. She had a sister, her whole family, she had a sister that was like 104 or something when she passed away. So she's got some longevity on her side. I'm not sure I possess that, but this time of year, as I ponder, my blessings, right? We've got our blessings here, and man, I've been blessed in my life. Truly blessed. There's no other way I can say it. Definitely blessed. I don't do New Year's resolutions. Why would like a new year cause you to start doing something as opposed to a need, right? You need to have a need. The new year is not a reason to start doing something. You have to have a greater calling, is I guess what I'm saying. A greater need from above or from somewhere that forces you to do something. And I think if that's the case, then you have a higher probability of achieving those goals. Let's just call them goals, right? New Year's resolution. I'm a goal-oriented person. Believe me, I'm a goal-oriented person. I've been that my whole life. I think it's part of being a boomer. I'm a boomer. I posted a video about why people of the boomer persuasion are the way they are, right? They're self-motivated. It was a great video. It really puts things in perspective. It's how you were raised or not raised, however you view it. I didn't have cell phones growing up. I had to my toys were sticks, right? Literally sticks. When we played cowboys and Indians, we used sticks or pieces of wood. We didn't have anything that passed as a pew-pew. No. We were using sticks. We were creative in our mind. Our toys were different too. I had Lincoln Logs, which in essence are sticks, right? And Legos. But back then, Legos, they just gave you like 1,000 Legos. They weren't, set up to build a castle. You had to figure that out yourself. They didn't like give you a whole box of Legos that made up a castle and you had to figure it out. No, they just gave you Legos. Here's 5,000 Legos. You figure out what you want to build. That's how it was when I grew up. Another toy, which I kind of wonder, we had this game. It was like it was a football game. It was this big platter, and it was electric. And you had your football guys, and you put them on this football field, which was like metal. And then you would turn it on, and it would vibrate. And the guys would move around. It was like the world's worst toy. You could not control these guys. You would just set up these men, these plastic men, and turn the field on. It would vibrate, and hopefully they would move in the right direction. I think that toy was like the precursor for what ultimately became the sex toy. It vibrated so good. I think someone at some point decided, hey, we can make a sex toy out of this game. And poof, there you go. Now you probably have one of the best objects for sale on Amazon that was started over a football game, a football game in the 1970s. It was a crazy game. It was useless. It was actually not very good. It didn't work very well, but they probably sold millions of them. So, and I'm sure today they're selling the next generation football game, which really isn't a football game. So that's what I'm looking at as I look back at my ancestors. They had a tough go of it, but they were happy. They had everything that they wanted, and they worked hard. They worked like dogs to get ahead, and they never really got ahead. They just kept pace with things, my ancestors. They didn't have flashy things. Although they dressed up to go to church every Sunday, they were God-fearing people. Damn, they were. They were God-fearing for sure. And they would go to church every Sunday. They would put on their Sunday's best. And they would get by. They would get by. So I hope you're looking forward to 2026 and all it's going to bring to you. And we'll see what happens here. I'm thinking about buying a new to me car this year. And if I do that, I'll probably need to extend my driveway a little bit too. Need to add some parking spots on my driveway. So that may be in my near future. So we can talk about that more, but I'm thinking of buying a nicer convertible, a more up-to-date convertible, maybe a BMW 400 series convertible, or Audi is it the S5 convertible? We'll look at those. Once the new year comes along, I'll be looking at that, and that'll be my treat to myself for how things went this year on the stock market. So I continually say, you guys, like, share, subscribe to DJ Stocks here. We teach you how to make money in the stock market, investing and day trading. Right now, I'm telling you, Google and NVIDIA are your best bets, man. Do some dollar cost average into Google and NVIDIA if you can. Maybe some SanDisk, and what else? Oh, Netflix. Netflix is coming up on a quarterly report. I think there's going to be some magic to Netflix, and it's priced just right. So there you go. Those aren't stock tips. They are just ideas for you, right? We don't give out stocks tips. We just give out ideas here. And we got my wonderful Born of Osiris hat. I had to cover it up because it says a naughty word. I don't know if you guys are fans of Born of Osiris, but this is one of their old songs. one of the real first songs that made them famous. And kudos to my buddy Cameron for all the cool Christmas gifts that he gave me. I don't think he's a Trump supporter, though. I do not think he's a Trump supporter, but maybe someday he will. Maybe someday he will be on the train, the Trump train,
all aboard
with me.
Tickets.
He just hasn't learned yet. He hasn't learned yet.
Stop.
Yeah, he's got some more learning to do before he makes that leap and gets on the Trump train. There you go. There you go. DJ Stocks here, and avoid those New Year's resolutions. Create some goals. You need to create yourself some goals, guys. That's what it's all about. Like, share, subscribe. Over and out.